Hi, I'm Dave Edwards. All this week, I've been sharing what I learned about job interviews that could be a make it or break it situation for you. A couple of my clients got me on this pathway. They were applying for jobs. This happened last year, 2021. And they asked me independently to help them through the interview process, coach them through the process, the questions they might be asked. And I wanted to do the best I possibly could for them. So I started doing a lot of research. And I started by talking to hiring managers. I've known a lot of people in HR for my entire career, and I was able to talk with them about the kinds of questions that they typically ask of candidates, what they're expecting to hear from their candidates, both from people who are fairly new to the job search process and as well as job veterans. And then they put me on the articles and other things that I should be reading about the process as well. So I kind of dug really deep into the job hunting process. And I was able to help my clients navigate through all of those questions. And I decided that more people needed to know this information because so many people that I know kind of get panicked by job interviews. I mean, after all, we aren't interviewing for jobs all the time, and so sometimes it's a little bit scary. You want to say the right things, and so I like to share all this information with my clients. And now I want to share some of this with you. So I actually came up with a list of the most frequently asked job interview questions. And then I also have information as to what people want to hear, what they don't want to hear, the kinds of things that you can say to sell yourself on each of these points, including some of the trickier questions along the way. And so all this week, I've been sharing some of those with you. And really, it's the subject of my brand new online and on demand course about job interviewing. And that course is available right now. So let me tell you how I've kind of organized the course. I start out with some of the basic things about job preparation, the kinds of things you want to start thinking about even before you walk into the interview. But then we start off with, what's the first thing you're likely to be asked? Hey, how you doing? Tell me about yourself. Why are you interested in this job? You also might be asked trickier questions like, why do you want to leave your current job? Maybe there's a gap in your resume where you were out of work. How do you explain that situation? How do you explain, what happens if you got fired or laid off? What do you say about that? How do you sell yourself in terms of talking about the projects that you've been involved in, some of the praise that you've received throughout your career, and how do you kind of weave that into the answers of questions that they are asking you? This is one of the things that I've learned through the process, and it's really not that surprising. If you ever watch, for example, a politician, right? A politician can be asked a really tough and potentially embarrassing question, and they answer it truthfully, but they kind of spin it in a way which puts them in the best possible light. So throughout my course, I try to show you how to do that, not so that you come off like a shifty politician, but that you come off in a way that you're selling yourself to the person on the other end of the job interview. And we deal with questions such as salary issues and all sorts of things related to that. I hope you kind of get to see where I'm going with that. In addition to the job interview question and answer, the course encourages you to research the company you're applying with, come up with your own selling points, trying to anticipate the conversation that you're going to be having with the person asking you the questions. And at the end of most interviews, it's very common to be asked, so do you have any questions for us? That's actually a critical thing to think about. And I'll help you formulate some of the things that you can ask about as you wind up an interview, which can be very powerful in terms of leaving a great impression about you with the person that you're talking to. So look, the class is available right now. All you have to do is go to my website, daveedwardsmedia.com, click on courses. You'll find all the information there. But I also have a special bonus that I want to share with you. If you sign up for the class before midnight tonight, Central Time here in the US, I will also give you access to yet another online course that I developed, which shows you how to develop your job search strategy. Deals with your cover letter, your resume, and all of the things that kind of go into the strategy of looking for a job. It's the complete package. You'll have the planning part of looking for a job, and you'll have how do you respond to the tough questions in a job interview. So you'll have two courses for the price of one. So check it out, daveedwardsmedia.com. The deadline for the special offer is midnight tonight.